Welcome back, folks. We bring up the break board, and it reads 3-2, 2-2 as the 5-1 Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles taking on the giant-slaying FEU Tamaraws. But it is a 10-point hill that the Tamaraws are looking up at. Nikko Ramos here with Christian Luanzon. We have Franny, and we also have on the FEU side, Sid Crespo reporting for us. But you know, Ateneo in this game, just to paint a little bit of a picture for you here, Christian, FEU is shooting better than Ateneo. FEU has more rebounds than Ateneo. FEU has a better percentage than Ateneo. They're down 10, and if you can only isolate a particular stat, the turnover story is 6-16. Turnover points is 24 to 9. And that's really what's been the difference in this ballgame.
Well, the Tamaraws have been playing out of character, really, having 16 turnovers, as you mentioned. #1 in the league prior to this game in terms of taking care of the ball at 13.7. And, you know, that has been the story. You mentioned shooting the ball better at 37% compared to 30% of Ateneo. And that's because, you know, and I quote Uncle Drew, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's right.
And that's because, you know, they've been minus 15 in terms of attempts. So forget about making shots. If you're not having the chances to make the shot, obviously you're not going to score. So they got to take care of the basketball. And you got to give credit also to Ateneo for pressuring up early. Obviously, a lot of that has to do, which they have been doing all season long because of the presence of, you know, their big guy, Kwame, pressuring up and able to give that high risk, high reward. But really, at FEU, they got to learn to take care of the ball to get cracks at the basket in the second half.
You take a look at the individuals who've done a good job so far across the stats. 30 and Kwame for Ateneo, and Hubert Cani has been the bright spot para dito sa FEU. And it's kind of been you know, this kind of a season so far for Ateneo, especially after that loss in their opening game. Pero sabi nga ni Franny Reyes sa atin before the game, kulang pa. Yun yung sinasabi ng Ateneo. They're not happy so far with this 5-game winning streak and the level they're playing. Are they happy now? Let's find out. Franny, do tell us more.
Can we keep it there? That was the very first thing Coach Tab asked of the boys in the very first time out. The team started the game strong, but since FEU has fought to lessen the lead. However, Coach Tab still told the boys, good job. Just like last game, he's adopting a calmer demeanor in coaching the boys. In the next half, they must continue their aggressiveness, and they know that FEU will not back down. So they need to put in more effort, especially those coming from the bench. Back to you, Christian and Nikko.
Thanks a lot, Franny. A calmer, a kinder approach from Tab Baldwin. That certainly wasn't what we, you know, expected, considering his negative reaction after a turnover. And that's just kind of like, you know, how Tab is, in the sense that you could be up 10, you could be on a 5-game winning streak, but if something doesn't go right, something doesn't go according to plan, he'll still hold you accountable, albeit a little bit more gentle now, apparently.
Because he knows he could have gotten their team could have got him into a better situation coming into the half. We mentioned this earlier. FEU was over the limit. The first 5 minutes for 2 quarters, they didn't take advantage of that because they only were 5 for 8 at the stripe. FEU was 2 for 6. So you could say they settled a little bit. Give credit also to FEU, you know, for their defense of staying in front of them. But they got to take advantage of those situations if it happens again in the second half.
Lipat tayo sa kabilang banda kay Sid Crespo. Sid, how is it over there at the FEU dugout? Can you tell us more?
Well, Nico, kung sabi nyo nga kay Coach Tab, it was a calmer and kinder approach. Para naman sa FEU, bakas sa mukha ni Coach Olsen ang frustration kanina sa last 19 seconds ng first half. Pero hindi lang isang Rosella ang nasa bench to pick things up for FEU dahil present rin at nasa bench kanina si former head coach Nash Rosella. Dahil nga FEU has no control over Arvin being out of the game, sabi ni Coach O that they need to play as one body. And that's a motivation. Pinaalala kanya sa dugout that they were only 14 seconds away from the finals last year. At ngayon naman sa second half, sabi ni Coach O that they're doing okay on the defensive end, pero iwas daw sa mga unnecessary fouls dahil isa to sa hurdles nila sa nakaraan nilang laro.
Well, thanks a lot, Sid. Good job. It is very obvious. These Olsen Rosella super slow-mos, by the way, of his facial reactions, I'm sure he's not very crazy about. Before we